Hello, can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Is it like fine, the audio?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay,
I
wait.
was like listening to
Oh
song.
my God, it's the mask.
Yeah. How are you? What's up?
I'm all right. This took so freaking long. Like,
Yeah, I told you about the mask, and you were like, "Is what do you mean, like a corona mask?" I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be." uh, yeah, so it's gonna be a tough podcast for you because I can't give any reactions with my face. So,
oh my God. Okay.
yeah. So I know you recently like grew your page a lot and shit. So how's that? Are you feeling like celebrity? You know, like
Oh my God, stop. I hate the word celebrity.
you know what's a
All
what's
my
a word
friends,
for
I
it?
swear.
The word that's worse than celebrity is influencer.
Influencer, yes.
I hate that
I
word.
swear, yeah. Honestly, me too. Yeah. Dude, I don't know. It was sudden. And all my friends, they just like, oh my God, you're a celebrity now. You're too cool for us. And I'm like, no, what the heck? No. Yeah.
I relate. I relate. And then like because I too have memes and shit, so I make like lame as fuck jokes in real life. Like
Dude,
the
my jokes are lame. I don't know why people
nah,
think I'm funny. I honestly don't know.
bro, I am as lame as they come. I literally have the most disgusting jokes in the world, and whenever I make them with my friends, they go, the response is, "How do you have 90,000 followers? But how did you manage to fool
Yo.
90,000 people?" I'm like, I don't know, but people, I
Nah, I ask myself the same thing. Like, people are like, you're so hilarious. And I'm like, I'm honestly not. I'm just really weird and awkward.
exactly. That's me
Yeah.
too. Acha. So this podcast started an hour later than it should have.
I felt so bad about that because I gave you the time 5 o'clock, and I just like hate making people wait. So sorry about that.
No, it's good. The part which like I was like, oh no, because when you came, I connected my headphones after I added you, and I couldn't hear anything. And then my Zoom crashed, and then I don't know what happened, bro. I freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
So you didn't know about my page before I texted you.
Not really. No, I didn't know that.
So you completely did not know about the mask. Yeah, I think you're lagging. So the
Yeah. Is it
entire
like all
theme.
good? Are you gonna edit this out?
Yes, I am. I would not want my viewers to go through that torture.
Cool.
Acha, so the entire theme of your channel, when I found it was foreigner moves to Pakistan and her experience with life. So was that shuru se the concept, or did it develop into that? You know.
Um. Well, I mean, I kind of started my channel with that story. I didn't intend to, but that's like what was going on in my life. Then it was happening, so it kind of became the intention of it, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Acha, I saw it and I was like, oh no, another foreigner saying shit about Pakistan getting clout. And then I saw your that was my I'm very honest, okay? You that might offend you, but that was my initial reaction. I was like, oh, nahi, ek aur.
I mean, I'm very honest too. That's why like half of the population is mad at me for being honest about Pakistan.
No, so dekho, there's this. Have you heard about the Gora complex in Pakistan?
No.
Basically,
Is
any
that like the
foreigner.
burger? Is this burger
No,
shit?
no, 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 not the burger shit. It's like when a foreigner like vlogs about Pakistan and says good shit, they instantly become famous for like just saying good stuff about
Uh-huh.
Pakistan, you know. And then it's like people want
Yeah,
that
yeah.
validation from somebody from the outside. But I
Yeah.
saw your. Pele, I thought, okay, it's that thing. And then I saw your content. I was like, oh no, never mind. I have misjudged this greatly. Because you
Yeah.
do that as such, and it was actually funny and like good content. That is why I texted you. I was like, oh my god, I want to talk to her,
Right.
and I can. What's
Yeah. No, I just shared the experience the way it was. Just no sugarcoating and shit.
That's how it should be. Yara. People lie a lot for just I don't know, the response and stuff. That's what I liked about it. It felt
Oh,
like
okay.
genuine. Like your videos feel like you're not
Yeah.
playing a character in them, and I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think honesty is important in like anything that a person does.
Amazing. Okay. So also, if you have any questions throughout this to ask to me, just go for it because this is like going to be a casual conversation. This isn't the interview podcasting. We don't do that because that's kind of weird.
Right, right, okay. Okay, because I didn't even know about your meme page.
Yeah, I
So
know.
you might as well tell me how that happened,
How what happened? You lagged out
how
for
you
like a
like
second.
started and stuff.
Oh, it was just I had my exams going on and I wanted some place where I could like post my rants and shit. So that's how it started
Good
off.
timing.
That's where it started off, and then I stopped for. I was going to delete the page, uh, because I felt like it was a waste of time, and then because this was like 3 months in, and this dude
Right.
texted me and he told me how the memes helped him with his anxiety and with his depression.
Oh,
It provided an escape for him. And I was like, fuck, I can't leave that because that's such a big thing. Like I was like, damn,
yeah.
I want to do that.
Yeah, that's the best feeling, right? Like when you feel like you're making someone's day or like someone tells you that, like things that you're putting out is making them
Exactly.
happy. That's
Yeah.
just, I don't know,
You know,
it's really
that's still
unreal.
my bio to this day. It's a pretty normal 18-year-old trying to make your day better. That is literally my bio.
Oh.
And I think you need
Right.
that like motivator, or now you can't do it,
Yeah, definitely.
like create content. How long did it take you to get like 1,000 subscribers? I was watching your video and in the end you were like so happy at 1,000 and you made the little
I
heart thingy.
know. Oh, yeah, 1,000 took really long. I feel like it's, like when you start, I feel like everyone kind of waits for like that breakthrough because it's really hard to
Yeah,
achieve your first 1,000, I feel. And then after that, it becomes like, I feel like the ball starts rolling a bit. I don't know.
yeah.
For me, it was a bit too, like, it just went like too fast. I don't know how it happened, but it did.
What was that
But
like?
yeah, the first 1,000 took a while. I mean, it was like all of a sudden just a bunch of subscribers. Like that's and all of these like comments and like suddenly people giving a shit about what I'm posting and I was like, oh, like I'm not used to this. Like what's going on? Um
But I
yeah.
remember, I remember I was watching your 10K subscriber video and your subs were 20K by then. I was like, this was uploaded 2 days ago. What? It's so wild.
Yeah, I know. It's like moving really fast. I'm almost at 30K and it's
I
only
know,
been a
I
week
saw.
since I hit 10K. I
Congratulations.
just I don't know how. Thank you.
It's so good. Like
Yeah.
you can't. I'm like smiling so hard right now because I love that. It's so cool.
Yeah. It's
Because
nice.
with
And what
my
about
page,
you and your meme page? 'Cause
yeah, it was very
yeah.
slow because I told you my motivator, so I didn't care about followers. I just cared about like that one dude
Yeah.
who had helped out. So I had 300 followers for 2 years.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I had like
So you've
10,000
been doing
posts.
it for a while then.
Yeah, and then this year, like suddenly
Right.
it grew so much. Like it was 10K
Yeah.
a month, and I don't know, it just got really ekdam se.
Yeah. It's that one breakthrough that like, once it happens, it
Yeah.
happens. Yeah.
And then like it's so cool because these people I look up to have been like texting me saying they like my stuff, and it's like, oh my god.
Honestly, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's been the same here. Like honestly, the people I was watching just a few months ago on YouTube are now like in my DMs, and I'm like, wait, this is so cool.
Who are
So
these
yeah.
people in your DMs except the Pakistani
Um,
pedo uncles?
no, they're just the Pakistani YouTubers basically. Um, yeah. So just
What? But like there must be hate as well because you've grown so quickly.
oh yeah.
What do they attack
Um,
mostly?
okay, they're like the haters are mostly the people who are like, oh, like you're defaming Pakistan, you're disrespecting Pakistan, you're, judging Pakistan so much and stuff. And there's people who are just kind of like, why are you comparing everything to New Zealand? Like, why are you making Pakistan look bad? And I mean, I feel like they don't understand the content. That's why they see it that way, if that makes sense. Because, like,
You lagged out. Fuck. Zoom is not nice.
I'm gonna switch to Skype if it's like a big problem.
Okay, you're back. It's gonna be very awkward to switch midway. If it does it again, we'll switch. Because Joby. But Asha, so you were saying they mostly don't understand the content, and that's why they hate on it. And what do you think they don't understand about it?
Okay, I just feel like maybe, I don't know, maybe it's like a language barrier. I feel like I'm really sarcastic in my videos, and there's a lot of satire in the things that I say. But I feel like maybe people take it literally, like they take what I say literally when it's just kind of a joke and just banter. Like the living in Pakistan video, I talk about how, there's this upper middle class. I literally talk about how it's a bubble and how there's like a very small percentage of people who live like this. But then in the comments, everyone's like, this isn't the true Pakistan. You're just showing off, you shallow bitch, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, you're like reading this totally wrong. They're like, go back to New Zealand. Some people are like, go back to America. And I'm like, America? What?
Go back to America.
So, honestly, it's just whatever. But like, I don't really, it doesn't really bother me because I mean, those people aren't my target audience. You don't like my videos, I'm not forcing you to watch them. It's literally that simple.
I love that. Go back to the United States. Amazing.
Yeah.
When did you move to Pakistan?
It's been 2 years. Yeah.
Were you like, fuck, I don't want to go there. They're gonna kill me there or something?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no shit. I mean, look, I spent my whole life abroad. I've never lived in Pakistan before, like ever. I wasn't born here or anything. Like I just didn't. I had nothing to do with living here, So obviously, like especially when you live abroad, there's that like taunt. There's like all the brown parents. They tell their kids, they're like, we're gonna send you like back to the village, a one-way ticket back to the village, and all that shit. And like that's the perception that you have. Like I thought it was like really backward here. I thought people were like extremist, religious and stuff. I didn't realize that it was actually kind of chill. You know what I mean? Kind of chill.
Kind of chill. Maybe there's a lot of stuff we need to work on.
Yeah,
and people don't understand that when you tell them, I don't like this about Pakistan. When you tell them they have to fix something, they feel like they're being attacked instantly and they get all defensive.
Yeah, 100%. My comment section is the perfect example of this.
So, did you like when you take the step to go onto YouTube? Like everybody's going to see that, and like, were you scared about like the schoolmates and everything judging your vlogs and stuff?
Not really. I feel okay. So I started YouTube before like a really long time ago, like many years ago. Back then I was really insecure and I was like very not okay with it because my friends, they all knew that I was on YouTube and like everyone's like, oh, like she's on YouTube, you know what I mean? So because of that reason I stopped and like other reasons as well, and I was just like, oh no, like I don't want to do it. But then I came here and I don't know, like I've always wanted to do it and I just took this opportunity that I had and I'm like, I'm just gonna go for it. So people have been supportive all the way through. Like no one was like not supportive of it except for the haters now, but so it wasn't really an issue. Yeah.
So but like your channel grew during quarantine essentially, so you haven't been to school after this?
No, I haven't. No.
Yeah. What do you think that's going to be like when you walk back with like probably 100K subs, you walk back to school? Everybody's like, oh no.
I mean, I won't be walking back to school. I don't think I'm going to be going back.
You're having university now.
But like university is going to be a whole different place as well. So it'll be new people and I don't know. I haven't like had encounters with people yet, so I can't really say what that's going to be like. I don't know. We'll see. But I guess like quarantine's a good time to like process all of it before it like really hits. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
But like also because of quarantine, you're at home, so you haven't had like, have you
Yeah.
had people recognizing you like outside and stuff?
I haven't gone out much, so like even if people have recognized me, I wouldn't know. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
But like when you do after quarantine ends or something, everybody's gonna, and that's gonna be like so overwhelming and cool.
Dude, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Ma'am,
Dude, this is like
autograph.
too overwhelming. Oh my god, no. Yeah, I don't know, it's so crazy. Like, I don't know, like, the fact that people, like, want to watch your videos, like, I don't, like, why? You know, like,
Yeah, that's what I say. And they're so committed and amazing and loving, and
I know,
I
it's
don't deserve
lovely, but
this.
it's also,
Please.
yeah, yeah. But, like, why do you keep your identity a secret? Like, why, what's with the mask?
Basically, I give advice to people like in my DMs and stuff because that's the theme of the page, and I try my best to help
Right.
people out with their problems. And after my page started growing, it was tougher for people to talk to me because I used to show my face and they felt judged, you know. So my
Mm.
concept was if I hide my face, they won't feel as judged and they can talk to me better. And that's why I hide my face. So
Right.
they can just, when they ask for advice and stuff and tell me about their problems, it's much easier for them.
Right. Okay, so like a poker face. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. I was watching your pina colada video, na. So, so your mom's Russian and your dad's Paki, right?
Yeah.
You said you could speak Russian. Like, are you fluent in Russian?
I mean, I'm as fluent in Russian as I am in Urdu, which is like I can speak it and I can understand, but like my grammar and my accent is pretty off. That's
Oh my God, what Urdu
yeah.
words have you learned? I'm pretty sure the first words you learned were galis in Urdu. Is that, yeah.
Well, there's actually a funny story for the Galis. Basically, so in New Zealand, there's a lot of like Indians, like Punjabis,
Yeah.
right? So in the class, the Punjabi boys used to teach all the white kids like Punjabi Galis, like
Yeah.
hardcore Punjabi Galis. And because everyone's like white, right? Like we don't know what's going on. Like we don't know what these words mean. We don't know like the weight of these words. And I came to Pakistan, and obviously, like when everyone tried to teach me Galis, they asked me the first thing, they're like, "Do you know Galis in Urdu?" And I'm like, "Oh, I know like Punjabi Galis." And they're like, "Okay, say the Galis." And then like I said the Galis with like this really one like weird messed up Gali, and people were so shocked to hear it come out of my mouth. They were like, "What is this Andreas doing?" You know. So that was like, I kind of already knew values before I came here. I learned a few new ones, but like I knew some pretty hardcore shit.
What galis did you know before coming to Pakistan?
Yeah. Now that I know what it means, I don't know if I want to say it. Unless
Okay.
you like promise to bleep it out.
Okay, I'll bleep it out. 1525. I'll bleep it out.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. This can't go on the internet.
I'll bleep it out, I'm telling you.
Okay.
Oh my God. You sound like Google Translate.
That's like the worst one that I knew.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
messed up. I thought you were gonna say benchod or something.
Oh no, yeah, I know those two, but we used to pronounce them like majot, not like we didn't say chod, we said like jot, you know, like I don't know, it just didn't
Okay.
sound. It sounded like a name. It didn't sound like a Ghazali.
Macho. Cool.
Machot.
So that one's worse than the other one.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I feel like they're all kind of bad.
What was the culture shock moment like when you came to Pakistan? Like one thing you had to do which you didn't want to, or like which shocked you?
Everything. Yeah, like literally everything though. Like I can't even. Like there was nothing that was the same, I feel, as New Zealand at all. Language was obviously a barrier. I speak better now, but before I didn't. Like it was really hard to understand. It was really hard to communicate. People just did not know what I was saying, so they'd just like smile and nod, and I just and then I guess like the environment in general, like the people steering, the lack of like safety. I don't know, just like a lot of things. The water, I get
I
so
saw
much shit
that
for
part.
this.
You
I
were
get
so
so
mad
much
at the
shit for
water
this.
and the milk. I agree with you for the water thing. Okay, water tastes different in different. Look, people don't get it. Water tastes different. Like
They don't.
Nestle,
They don't.
yeah, Nestle tastes different. Aquafina tastes different. Aquafina tastes like trash.
Exactly.
But like, yeah.
Exactly. People were like, dude, like, bitch, why are you so like against Aquafina? And I'm like, no, you
You
don't
don't like
get it.
Aquafina either?
Like, it's thick.
Yes.
The food is thick. No, I don't like Aquafina. It's so
Me
thick.
neither.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it tastes weird, and I don't know. I don't like it. So trash. I don't know, man. My friends don't get it. Like, water tastes different from different companies. Why don't you understand that? I don't know, man.
It does. Different companies, different countries, there is a difference in the taste of water. And yeah, people have a problem with me stating that. So,
Yeah, people will have a problem with everything. Like, and the bigger you get,
exactly.
yeah, they're like, Ajeeb, I don't get it. Matlab, if you look, my point is, if you don't like my content, just don't watch it. I'm not forcing you
Exactly.
to look at my content. Like, agar aapko nahi pasand, to aap,
Yeah, 100%.
why are you watching it? And it's the same
Exactly. Well,
people
they're
on
giving
every
you
video.
time by putting hate. Like, exactly. So, you know, they're like, I'm never going to watch a single video again. But then they're going to
Yeah,
go and comment on every single video saying the same thing. So, at the end
exactly.
of the day, you're giving me the engagement, you're giving me the views, and you're helping me with like, the YouTube algorithm. So,
Exactly. I don't get it. If you don't like it, why are you watching it, Yara? And why are you spending precious
it's
time
that
commenting
simple.
on it?
Yeah. I think just take it as a compliment, honestly. They're taking time out of their day to hate on you. I think that's beautiful.
Lovely stuff, Yara. Also, I
It's all
remember.
about the mindset.
uh, I, so hate is a big thing in any internet thingy, and अभी आजकल भी we तो get it शुरू से ना कि people think पता नहीं क्या यार लोग बहुत अजीब होते हैं. What's the school life been like compared to New Zealand?
I feel like I don't like Cambridge. I hate Cambridge. It's so like rakta. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait, Cambridge
Yeah,
is
like
Ratta? What subjects are you doing? Are you
I
doing
feel like it's
bio?
very rakta. No, I'm doing psychology, sociology, and literature.
Yeah, I had psychology. It was really good. I loved that subject.
It's very like by the book, like it's very like textbook oriented. Like I feel like you can't really like go outside the textbook, whereas in New Zealand they tell you they'd encourage you to like come up with your own ideas and your own concepts and stuff. And I don't feel like they do that here much.
I
That's what
get
I
it.
noticed at
So
least.
like compared to metric, Cambridge is way less Ratta. But
I've
when I
heard, yeah, but
but
I
I
don't know about
also feel like it's pretty Ratta, especially like psychology because I've done that. So basically, you have to do everything by the marking scheme, and there's like a template
Mhm.
answer which you have to learn in the end. And they say it's not Ratta, but essentially it is because you're
Yeah.
writing the exact thing out of the
Yeah,
book.
like there's a format for everything. It has to
Yeah,
be, yeah, exactly by the book. So wait, how old are you then? If
I
you
am 18.
like, have you finished school?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
in my first
okay. So
year of
you just
university.
finished. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm 18 too.
What are you? How's your university applications been going and everything? Because
Uh,
that is stressful stuff.
I got rejected for my first choice. There's a video about that.
I saw that.
And then my second choice was basically New Zealand. New Zealand accepted me like straight away. It's really easy to get into New Zealand, especially because like the citizens, like they're
Yeah.
very like accommodating if you're a citizen. So it was
Uh,
easy to get in. But I don't know what's gonna happen. At this point, I really don't know. I'm just going with the flow. And then
Just
this
a
corona shit happened, so it's even more uncertain. I don't
yeah.
know.
Like when I was doing my applications, it was so scary and stressful, and that was probably like the worst time in my life. And I've done a video on this as well.
Yeah.
And but it was so stressful filling the applications out. Did you apply to the US and all?
No, I applied to Northwestern, which is a U.S. university, but it's in Qatar. So it was like the Common App. Is it called Common App? I
Yeah,
can't
it's
even
called
remember.
Common App.
But it was the U.S. system. So like the SATs and all that shit. Oh my God, it was the worst. Like they literally they want to know everything. They want to know your like they want to know everything about you. It's so long. I was terrible.
And if you apply for aid, I don't know if you did, but they ask you even more stuff for that. It's like
honestly, I know I did. There was a lot, bro. They want to know every bloody transaction you've made in like the past. I
how
don't
much
know,
do you spend on food?
years, and it's like
How much on petrol?
yeah.
What do you want?
Honestly, it was annoying. It was a pain in the ass, and then they didn't even accept me. Like that's the height of.
Oh my God, I have a story about this. About what I like the most. So I did like 10 universities. Most of them were US, and my dream university was in Qatar, and I got in Udar. But the forms. So there was this one university. It's called. It's in the US. It was really cool. What I don't remember the name, man. But it had like a really long application form with like 20 questions on it, and very like complicated questions, you know. And so one of them was like write your favorite book or something and what you learned from it. So I read 5 new books for that. and I wrote like I wrote my summary on it and all of that. Or end pay, when I submitted my application and I did everything, they text back a week later, well, we're sorry, we're not accepting applicants from Pakistan anymore.
Oh my God.
They didn't even review. They were like, we can't even review your application. And I filled all of it out. It was so annoying. So
you read books for that application?
Yeah, I like reading. So yeah, sure. It was called A Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl, and I wanted to read it anyway, and I thought it would be a good thing to write it on. So it was like motivation for me to read that book finally. I saw it as that.
That's good. I haven't read in years, honestly. I think I've forgotten how to read. I want to get back time, but I still don't have the time.
Yeah, it feels like. Did you read when you were younger though?
I did. I used to read a lot. There was a point in time where I read a lot, and I loved books. I think I still do, but I'm not in the habit anymore.
So what was your, were you the Harry Potter kid or the Percy Jackson kid? What was your
No, none of that shit. I don't know actually. Like I don't have like a specific genre, whatever was a good story, but I always like strong female characters. I've always loved that.
You lagged out. What did you say? What book did you always like?
I sort of always liked books with like really strong female characters. I feel like
yeah. So what books would you recommend for someone who would want to read books with strong female characters?
There's one that I really like. It's called Delirium. I think up until today, it's still one of my favorites. So I feel like if anyone's like into that kind of thing, it's a nice book. It's a good read. Delirium.
Okay, I think I'll put that on my list. Ajkal, I've been into like self-help books and shit, so it's been very weird for me to transition.
Do you believe in self-help books? Do you really believe in them?
I do now, because there was this time in my life and like after my university application where I felt like everything was falling apart for me, I guess. And because I worked my entire life for a good uni app, like I'm very like goal oriented now, and I really wanted
yeah.
to play soccer professionally. So I don't know if you call it soccer or football in New Zealand, but I said soccer. I don't know why.
Football. That's so cool. You play football as well.
Yeah, so I really wanted to make it to the national team, and my uni apps were based on who had good soccer teams and football teams now. But and I made it to like this really good team in Spain, Atletico Madrid, and they like told me I had to go to Spain and shit now. But I tore my ACL right
Well,
before I had to leave.
that's so dope. What?
Yeah, but I tore my ACL right before I had to leave, and they were like, "You can't go now." So that was pretty fucked up. And then it
Oh
was
my
like
god.
I didn't know what to do at that point in time with my life because
Yeah.
that was what I
Yeah.
based my entire life around, like training in the morning and eating
I
right.
completely get that.
And
Yeah.
then पता नहीं क्या था, I was so lost for this certain amount of time because उसके बाद I had this opportunity to play for the national team, which is like huge, and I re-tore my ACL. So it was just like bad shit on bad shit. So I thought maybe I needed to strengthen my
Yeah.
mindset, I guess. And that's when I started self-help books.
Yeah. Interesting.
And they did help.
Shit.
So
Are you gonna like try again though? Like is it?
I,
I don't think has that ship sailed, or is there a chance of
yeah, I would love to. I've been trying to do it, but the doctor says I'll never be able to play again. So that's kind of sad.
Oh,
But yeah,
that sucks.
on to better things, man, I guess. It's
Yeah,
been 2 years
man.
now. I've been
Yeah.
trying to,
Yeah.
because obviously when something's that big of a part in your life, it's just, yeah.
Yeah. I guess everything happens for a reason.
Yeah,
So
I used
it's
to
like a
hate.
cliche thing, but I
I
believe
I started hating that
I believe
that
it.
phrase because that's what everybody would
No,
say
I
to
know, but
me.
like, yeah, I know, but it's true though. Like if you think about it, like people used to say the same to me when I moved here. They were like, everything happens for a reason. I'm like, no, shut the fuck up. I hate being here. This is the only reason for this is like punishment and torture. This isn't. But I guess there was a reason, and maybe it's making sense to me now, like 2 years later. So I believe in it. So,
Yeah, I got that. And like this is the reason I like because I was so like broken at that point in time. I didn't.
yeah.
So your like current plan is to go back to New Zealand?
I don't know. I mean, I know at the same time. Apart from back, I do like but it's not that easy. It is easy, but it's also not. It's a bit complicated. Uh,
How
yeah.
how is it complicated?
Okay, so I really want to go back. Obviously, so does my entire family. But like as much as I want to go back, that much my dad doesn't want to go back.
Oh.
So that's a tea. So I don't know what's gonna happen at this point. I'm just kind of like taking it like one step at a time, going with the flow, and I'll just see how it goes. I really don't know. It's like yeah, when I think about it too much, it just stresses me out. So at this point, I'm just kind of like, you know what? It doesn't matter. Like just leave it.
Yeah, I agree.
This is actually something I got out of a self-help book. It was like, okay, there are 2 days of the year that don't matter: tomorrow and yesterday. You get it?
So you do read self-help books. I thought you didn't believe in them.
No, I asked you if you believed in them. No, I don't. Some of them, not all of them.
Which ones do you not believe in? Like, which ones did you read? Like,
Well, the ones that I don't believe in are the ones that I didn't read. But there was one really good one. I don't know if it's like self-help. I don't even know if I'd call it a self-help, but it's The Power of Now. It's kind of
I've read it. It's pretty
I
good.
don't know. It's like spiritual self.
Yeah, I like Ustragi books now,
But
like which
heavy.
help with my mindset, like so I can think like a sane
Yeah,
person, like better.
yeah,
They
exactly.
help a lot with that.
Yeah, it does.
Body boy. What's been your so my setback was the is leg thing, na. What was your setback? Was it moving to Pakistan or something else?
Yeah, that has been a major setback, sure. But okay, like let me like when I moved here, I didn't even tell people that I moved to Pakistan. Like, believe it or not, I don't know. I just like I was in such a weird state of mind that I felt like I didn't want to be pitied, but like I felt like if I told them, they'd be sad for me. Because you know the perception of Pakistan when you're living
Yeah.
abroad is like, I don't know, terrorist land, village. Like that is the perception, and people can get triggered over this. But I'm telling you, that is how it is.
Yeah. I know it is because a lot of my friends
So
who
I
live
just didn't
abroad
want them
do say
to
that shit.
feel it. Mm, yeah.
मतलब
So
लोग,
that was a setback, but I think I
Mhm.
overcame it. So
What about a setback after you moved to Pakistan?
um, maybe I guess uni rejections would also be. I kind of planned my entire future based on whether or not I get into that uni in Qatar, and then it didn't happen. So suddenly we were like, "Oh shit! Now what?" Like we're kind of stuck. So yeah, I guess that was another one. I don't know. That's
Maybe
probably it
Corona
for
is an
me.
opportunity for you to reapply. What was your SAT?
Yeah.
Qatar only
It
looks
was
at the
really.
SAT.
I know. Every American uni only looks at SAT, but the thing is, they led me on. They're full of shit, okay? Because they're so talented. We only look for talent. We need people with passion. We need people who are dedicated. And then they fucking at the end of the day, all they give a shit about is your SAT. Like
They
nothing else
have
matters to
a
them.
cutoff
That's why I'm
thing,
like
na.
kind of done.
They have a cutoff thing, so they don't look at
I
SAT.
guess, but they didn't. That wasn't me. I spoke to them right when I was there, and I was just like, because I didn't have time to prepare for the SAT, and they were just like, no, we look for talent. SAT is secondary. Like,
So Alina, you think you're like talented?
no,
What is your talent?
yo, those were their words, not mine.
I mean, I think you're
I
talented with
mean,
how you edit and how you put your stories out. I really like when I
I
saw
would
the
say
first video.
passionate.
hmm I think that's the most important thing, passion. Like, because as good
Yeah,
as like somebody could be naturally gifted at something, but if you work harder than them, they can't do shit. Like,
exactly. Yeah. You should always do what you love. I believe in that.
kind of gay, but okay.
Shut up.
But there's also the concept of you can't always be doing stuff that makes you happy, and the you have to do the stuff.
Yeah, but like you should try.
What do you love to do?
Well, I'm doing what I love. Like YouTube is something I really like doing. Like easy, but seriously, I got around to it.
Huh? Bro, the
Are you
lag.
doing what you love? Do you love memes?
I don't necessarily love memes. I like the feedback. When people tell me, okay,
Right.
so I get
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Somebody would tell me I was crying and I looked at your page and now I feel better. And then uni students tell me I'm abroad right now. I missed home and looking at your memes made me feel like I was back there. And like shit like that. It makes me really happy and
Yeah.
that's why I do what I do. Hi. Plus,
Yeah.
I have the
Totally
most
get that.
amazing followers. The best. That ass.
That's sweet. That's really sweet.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the questions your fans sent in. Do you have a name for your fans yet? I think I've
I
just.
like calling them fans. I feel like they're not fans. They're just like like, dude, who am I to have fans? You know what I mean?
Yo, I say the same thing. I I don't say fans or followers and stuff. I say,
yeah. Well, followers is easier to say because they're
yeah.
literally say something, not fans. I don't
I call them the fam because I don't like saying fans. When somebody says, "Oh, you are fans," I'm
That's
like,
good.
no, I'm not that good. Please. It's just so
Yeah.
overwhelming to hear that word. I'm like, no. Okay.
It is. It is. It is.
Do you have a name for your
So no, there's no name.
subscribers?
Dude, these subscribers are so new. I'm still wrapping my head around the fact that so I have not thought about like names or whatever. Yeah, someone commented once, they're like, "Oh, can you call us Pinus Coladas?" And I was like, "No,
Science class.
no." Yeah.
Okay, so one of them, your subscribers, the questions. Let's start off. How tall are you?
Oh, I don't know how to
What?
say. But I know that I'm 169. Like 169. Is it centimeters, meters? I don't know. I'm
It's
really bad at
centimeters.
math.
Wait,
Yeah,
I'm doing
I'm
it.
like
I'm doing it on
169.
my phone.
Okay.
So you're five
I think
three.
it's no. That sounds really short.
Yeah, you are short, I guess.
No, I'm actually not.
That's what 169. Wait. I did 160. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was like 5'3" is like really short.
Yeah, that's what I was like, okay, you're 5'6.5", so that's pretty decent.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
average height.
Good job.
People think I'm really tall. I don't know why, but I'm just like above average, I think.
5'6.5". You know the half, when people ask me my height, I'm like, the half is so important, like it makes a difference.
What's your height?
Five 5'10.5". So with shoes I'm
Okay.
6. What is Ramsha's age and what class is she in?
Who's Ramsha?
I don't know. I'm a bit confused. I thought it was
Sorry,
your
Ramsha,
sister.
whoever.
I thought it was
No,
your
my
sister. I
sister's
think.
Diana.
I don't know why this person asked Ramsha's class. I thought it was your sister because I didn't remember her name. So मैंने कहा चलो ठीक है.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so Aisha, you have the wrong person. So you can speak or kind of Urdu. Say a sentence in
Yeah.
Urdu. Say a sentence in Urdu. Like
Okay, just like give me a sentence and I'll say it. Yeah, I can't think of.
like what's your name and your hobbies? Go for it.
अच्छा, आपका नाम क्या है? और आपकी hobbies क्या है? I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I have this friend who just moved back to Pakistan as well. His Urdu accent, Allah Toba, I just make fun of him all the time. He's like,
Dude, that's what people did to me. That's why I don't speak in Urdu. I feel so like ashamed because they just like attack me for it. So I don't speak in Urdu.
okay, so for this one time now, we went to there's this mall in Lahore. So it's like a really big mall, and we decided to play this game in the mall with like other friends. And it was like we had to find stuff or get people to do stuff for us and then complete the list. And whoever did the most things in the end won. So my friend couldn't speak Urdu, and he was talking to a waiter who obviously can't speak English.
Yeah.
He's not even slowing down. He's like, "Hey, sir, could you tell me where the horse head thingy is so I can sit on it?" And the waiter's like looking at him blank faced, like.
Bro, I feel for that friend so much.
So basically, the task was we had to sit on a horse or something, nah? So there's one in Howdy. So he was talking to the waiter, and he's like, "Can I sit on the thingy?" And we're basically playing this game, and I need to get the task. And the waiter's just looking at him, so confused, and he goes, "Acha." and he's like, "Dekha kya?" I was like, "What the fuck, buddy? He doesn't even know what you just said."
Bro, it's sad though, like the miscommunication. I'll tell you a story as well. This one's like a really recent story. It was Ramadan, and my mom, she sent me to get like fruits and stuff from, you know, what are those cart thingies called with the fruits?
Really?
Like, whatever those, yeah.
Yeah.
So we had to stop on the side of the road. It was just me and my driver. My driver, he can't speak English either. And on the shopping list, my mom's like, you need to get a melon. And I'm just like, okay, melon. I talked to the guy. I'm like, yo, can I get a melon? And like, mujhe melon chahiye. And he's just like, he's looking at me. He's like, what's a melon, right? And I'm just trying to think. And I'm just like, how do you say melon in Urdu? Like, I had no idea. And I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, watermelon is tarboos, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, acha, GORI wali tarboos. And I say that to him. And I'm like, GORI wali tarboos chahiye. And he was just like, what? Like, and then he ended up giving me a melon, and I found out it's called a kharbuza. So,
Gori white tarboos, I love it. Yo, I love doing this thing when I'm traveling. Do you travel a lot? Like, do you go on summer
I mean, not
retreat?
now, but used to,
Pehle.
yeah.
So, because
Yeah,
like all of the, so basically when we go to Dubai now often. So whenever I
yeah.
go,
Everyone does.
everybody in Pakistan does. But so
Yeah.
I've gotten bored of Dubai. So I just make my own
Hmm.
itinerary because I've done everything you can do. So
Hmm.
I just go to the
Yeah.
mall and I go to the person I act like. So there's usually Indian people in Dubai na, जो उर्दू बोलते हैं और इस तरह. So I start
Hmm.
talking in a very thick Scottish accent, like I don't know Urdu and all. And I'll be talking in the Scottish
Yeah.
accent, and then mid conversation, I'll be like, could you show me that product or something? And then he'll turn around and I'll switch to an Indian accent. I don't really like it, you know, and then he'll be like confused. And then I'll go through a number of accents, and in the end, I just talk in Urdu. I'm like, "Acha, theek hai, shukriya." And his face is, it is so fun to do that.
Dude, I have to try that now.
You really have to, especially when you end up talking Urdu, they're like looking at you, and there's usually like two or
Yeah.
three of them trying to help you because it's just so fun. Uh, my friends hate me. I'm so dumb in public. I do the
Dude,
dumbest
but
things.
those are the most fun people. The people who are like annoying in public, I feel like they're the most fun people.
Are you annoying in public, or like are you very?
It depends, but I think more than my friends, I am more crazy in public than my friends are.
So I I love like so if we're passing by somebody and they've like turned away and they have their bag on, I really like doing this thing where my friend walks past them and I'm like, oh, उसके बैग में चीज उससे बैग में से चीज क्यों निकाल रहे हो? And then that dude turns around super angry, like he thinks his bag has been cut open. And my friends just try explaining, हमने कुछ नहीं लिया. Then I get attacked. Allah. Okay, let's go back to the questions. I'm sorry for going off topic with my stories.
That's alright. That's alright.
Oh, Saim is asking, how can I be famous?
Siam, is it my? I think it's my sister's friend. I don't know. I don't know how it happens. I'm not famous. I hate the word famous as well. Like, stop it. I don't know. Just I don't know. Just do you. Honestly, I guess yeah.
I love that. That's our motto thingy as well. You do you.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
lovely. Where will she be studying in the future? We've done that. What is your ambition? This is a good one. What is your ambition?
Okay, my ambition. It's to pursue media. So I guess okay, this is a bit far fetched, but like my like future goal, like my big dream is to I want to direct like films at some point. I don't know, like it might be hard. I might change my mind, but it is sort of like an end goal that I want to achieve at some point. It would be nice. So I guess
Why
like I
didn't
work towards that.
why didn't you take media studies then in A levels?
Because Nixor doesn't have media studies. I was about to choose South Shore over Nixor. And if people in Karachi would know what I'm talking about by South Shore and Nixor. I was about to choose South Shore because they had media instead of Nixor. But in the end, I was like, I can still, I can't study media, but at least, I can still do whatever. I joined like this little ECA group, which is like production. So I still did what I wanted to
Good,
study.
good. I was like confused because all the subjects you said, none of them pertain to media as such in the end. So
yeah.
I hate it when schools don't offer certain subjects. Like,
Yeah.
बहुत annoying होता है.
It's really limited here, I feel. Like, that's another thing I noticed.
It depends on the school now. Like in Lahore, most schools offer almost all the subjects, and like some don't, obviously. So वो देखना पड़ता है.
I guess, yeah.
Acha. I don't know why they've asked this. Do you think Saltafa would have potential chance at all in New Zealand? Love y'all, by the way. What a weird question. Okay.
What is that supposed to mean? Like, would people do that, or like?
No, it's like New Zealand.
Your memes. I feel like
you lagged out really hard.
I don't know. I mean, your memes. I said I don't really get the question. If they mean like your memes, then I mean your memes are mostly like Pakistan related, so I don't think people would get that in New Zealand.
Exactly.
But yeah, there was one meme of yours though. It was the coronavirus one and the Jacinda Ardern one. Yeah, lots of people sent that to me, and I found that funny. So like shit like that, I feel people would find funny because they would relate to it. But like if it's Pakistan,
so I try to relate to the Pakistani audience right now because that's what most of my audience is. I just want my content to be relatable.
That makes sense. That's your yeah. That's what I do too. Like I want to tap on people who are like half, if you get what I mean. Like because I love it when people tell me they relate. I feel like that's my favorite like phrase to get. That I relate to your content. So that's like
Okay, so this one is. Do you feel any difference in attributes of the people of Pakistan and New Zealand?
Yeah, how do I answer this without getting attacked? That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's like that everywhere in the world. Anywhere you go, there's gonna be differences in the way people act because people have different preferences. People they grow up in different environments, so they just naturally kind of.
What a politically correct answer, Alina. I love it.
Very, very diplomatic.
Didn't answer the question, but she let us. She did a loopy. I feel like the turkiness.
I'm trying to like reduce the hate.
The turkiness in Pakistani melas would be higher than those in New Zealand, I guess.
I don't know what turkiness means. I get people say turkey in my comments a lot. I don't know what it means.
It's basically when basically like the guys who will be like looking at girls like full on and doing like being thirsty as fuck in public.
Hate them.
Don't we all?
Yeah. I know. Disgusting. Yeah. That's a
Have you been to other cities in Pakistan yet?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I've been to Lahore. I love Lahore a lot. I've been to Islamabad as well. Rawalpindi, I guess it's the same as Islamabad though. I went up to Murray once many years ago. Is Nathia Gully a city or is it just
it's like I don't know. It's not a city essentially. It's like a hill station kind of thing. So
yeah, well, I went there once, like with a family trip a really long time ago. Where else have I been? I've also been to Peshawar. But this was for a wedding, like a really long time ago as well. So yeah.
How do you feel about Paki weddings? Oh my god, aren't they?
They're very big.
Yeah.
Very, very, very long and very dramatic and very colorful, but they're fun. I feel they're pretty fun. It just gets it depends on the wedding. Like if you're going to someone's wedding who you like and you're like involved and there's like fun shit going on, then it's fun.
Yeah.
But if you're going to like a boring wedding where you don't really know anyone, then it just ends up being really boring. So with that.
Okay. Got you. I relate to that because oh my god, do you get the aunties at the wedding like, oh my god, beta kya kar rahe ho aajkal? Like,
Yeah, the judgy aunties, you mean?
yeah. Now Pakistan has a lot of those.
Yeah,
We
the
call
judgy
them
aunties, we love
the
them.
popos.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go for more questions from the people. How many siblings do you have? You have two, right? Or do you have more than two?
I have 4.
Oh my.
There's 5 of us total, and yeah, they're all like little and annoying.
So are you like the
My house
eldest?
is a zoo. Yeah, I am.
Fun.
Really fun.
Are
The
all
older siblings, we're the shit takers in the house.
I know I'm the oldest sibling and I have to like take a
Yeah.
lot of shit. Matlab, if somebody is messing up, ye tumne sikhaya hai. He's doing this because you do this, and then
Yeah, you're the bad
yeah,
influence always. Yeah, I totally
very
relate.
annoying. And then they get all this shit like favoritism and the too much favoritism in Paki households.
Yeah.
Ooh, are you happy that exams aren't happening and rather expected grades are being put up?
Yeah, I'm so happy about that. I'm like the biggest like slacker. Honestly, I did not study at all A2. Honestly, not even once. Every monthly test we had, I winged it. Like I didn't give the slightest shit about A2 because, and I did the same in AS because I what I do is like I cram right before CIES. I don't waste my
Yeah.
time on like monthly tests. Like why would you want to like why would you want to do that to yourself? I know people who pull all-nighters and shit before tests, and I'm just like, why? It doesn't matter. It's not going anywhere. Like, you know? So
You know it.
I did not study all year, and I'm happy that I just don't have to do exams.
You know
I
they
used to be
for the
this.
predicted grades now they're gonna look at the monthly tests and shit.
Yeah, but the thing is, my monthly grades aren't bad either. Like, I don't study, but they're like decent, if that makes sense.
Oh no, you're that bacha. Oh, I don't study.
I honestly don't. I only study for CIEs. The thing is, I feel like predicted is also gonna like last year's grades are gonna have a big play in this year's grades,
Yeah.
and my grades from last year are like really like
Did you give
so.
AS?
Sorry,
Did you give AS? Like,
I did. Yeah, yeah.
how good was that? Okay, you're like comfortable now.
I mean, yeah. I got a double A B, but I
That's
mean,
pretty good.
I studied like a lot when CIE came around. I pulled like all-nighters. It was crazy. That was the only time in my life I studied so much. So, you know, I was planning to do the same thing this year, just like slack all year and then study for CIEs. But
We got another question. Oh yeah, this is a good question. Do you use your iPhone as a camera or do you have a proper camera?
yeah, I use my phone. I have a camera. It's a Nikon. I don't know which one, but it's a Nikon. But I don't use that because it's like too HD. Like you can see too much. So I'm just like, no, I'll stick to my phone.
What a reason. 2 HD. I think that's the point of getting a better camera, I think, Alina.
I know, but like I don't know.
Were you ever into sports and stuff like co-curricularly?
Yeah,
What do you like doing?
I love sports. I love being, active and stuff.
Yeah.
What I play now and what I did play always was football as well. Just for fun. Like I played for my school team in the past, but it's mostly just something I do fun now. That's like my main thing. I used to run a lot. I used to love running, like a
Oh my
lot of
God, do you
cross
run long
country.
distance or short distance?
Cross country.
I
country,
run
yeah,
cross
long
country
distance.
too.
I
It's so
love
much
long
fun.
distance running.
I don't get small
It's so much
sprints.
fun. People
And
hate
long
it.
distance is
But
so much
yeah, I
fun.
hate sprints. I'm not fast, but long distance is fun. Yeah, just put on your
Yeah.
earphones and just vibe. Like honestly, I
Exactly.
love that so much.
I love it so
Yeah.
much. लोग कहते हैं तुम पागल हो तुम भागते रहते हो घंटे के लिए. I'm like,
Yeah,
but that is the
honestly.
point.
That's like one of the things I miss the most. Honestly, I just miss going out on a run. Like you can't
Yeah.
really do that here without people following you. So I just need to
Oh.
like,
Yeah, you have that issue.
yeah.
So I don't.
Mhm.
I'm a guy, so sad.
Man's world, Pakistan's a man's world.
Yeah, the thing is, people do follow me too, but then they won't do anything because,
Yeah.
they're not as. I was followed once because I run like मैं बहुत दूर चला जाता हूँ भागते भागते मुझे पता नहीं चलता है when
Hmm.
I'm listening to music now I'm just running and
Yeah.
and then this bike started following me and that was the
Oh my
scariest thing in the world.
God.
I was like fuck.
It's terrifying. Yeah.
मैं कहा मेरा सब कुछ चोरी
I
होने
actually love
वाला.
that. I love that about Pakistan, though. Okay, it's like weird. I love it and I hate it. Like, I love how everything's a thrill. Like, just going out for a walk turns into some kind of adventure that you can talk about and tell your kids, like, when you're grown up. I love that.
Why? Why do you love that?
Because,
Allah.
okay, it's like when people ask me what's your favorite thing about Pakistan, I'm like, it's really weird, but this is like the thing that I love and hate at the same time. I just love the thrill of life here. Everything is an adventure.
What's the longest distance you've run? Like, what's your best time for like? Have you done a 10K yet?
Probably, yeah. I mean, in New Zealand, we used to run a lot at school, like a lot. So probably.
Did you
I
ever
never
like
like kept
time
track of
yourself?
it. It was just something I did. No, not really. Yeah, it was just for fun, I guess.
But yeah. So you, acha, okay. We're ignoring that question and we're moving to the serious question. एक बहुत ही confused सवाल था. How can we help Shahnaz and her daughter?
Okay, so that's so sweet. Okay. There's a GoFundMe for people who are not in Pakistan. There's a link. It's in like all the descriptions of. It's in my bio. It's in the description of that video that I made for people who are not in Pakistan, and for people who are in Pakistan, there's an easy pesa. I put up the details on my story. It's in my highlights right now. It's also in the description. So that's basically how you can help.
Have you raised anything abhi tak?
Yeah. So just now, like right before this thing, I checked, and we were at like I think 1,100 basically dollars, like
Oh my
Australian
God, that's
dollars.
so good.
So I know I'm kind of blown away. Like I didn't realize that people would want to donate, and the fact that people did is just it could like actually make a difference in her life, and
I
I'm
hope you
blown away
actually
by
give it
that.
to her and don't keep it.
Nah, I'm just trying to fill my pockets up, you know.
YouTube AdSense isn't that good in Pakistan, but I go always.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some people actually think though. Some people really think I'm trying to make money off that.
it's so messed up. Actually, I'm like sarcastic 90% of the time, and people like think I'm being serious, and then it's just so
Me too. Yeah.
awkward to get them to understand I
I
was
know.
joking. So far.
I know.
How long does it take to edit a video? Also, what's the
It
wait?
depends
Don't
on the
answer that.
video.
Don't answer
Huh.
that. What's the
Okay.
story behind your laptop being in an ocean?
Oh my god. Okay, how do you know that? Did you like read the?
I watch
Oh
your
no, you
vlog.
watched it. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay, this one's a weird story. This is so. Okay. So, my dad, he's got a bit of a temper. He like what he does is he releases his frustration in like really stupid ways.
Okay.
So he got mad at me. I'm the oldest sibling. I do a lot of shit. I get into a lot of trouble. So he got mad at me, and he took my laptop and basically told me that he threw it in the ocean. So I had no laptop for like months because my dad told me that he threw it in the ocean. And he convinced me, and I believed it because when my computer stopped working and I desperately needed a laptop, he knew I needed a laptop, but he did not give it back. And I was just convinced that he threw it in the ocean. And then last week or something, my siblings, their online classes started, so they needed computers since like all the other computers stopped working in the house. And I was just like, I need a computer too. Like I need to edit and stuff. And I kept using my dad's laptop. And he got annoyed, and then he was just like, you know what, fine. And he just brought mine home. And I felt like I just like reunited with someone who died. Like honestly. So I really thought my laptop was at the bottom of the ocean, and it wasn't. Thank God.
What did you do to deserve that?
Dude, literally nothing, okay?
Sure.
Literally nothing. We're not gonna go into that.
Nothing, yes.
Brown parents are dramatic. They are.
They are. Is your mom, so your mom's not dramatic because she's not brown?
My mom's chill. So I have literally both sides of the spectrum. One parent who's totally chill, white parent, you know, I'll be happy for you no matter what, baby, you know, and then there's the other parent who's like, I'm ready to disown you at any moment, you know?
Yeah. What does your dad think about like you doing YouTube and all, and does he like know? He obviously does
he knows
because you
now.
edit on his laptop.
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, I don't think people would expect this. People assume that like people on the internet, their lives are easy and like, you know, but actually my dad was not like very approving of it at all. He was actually very against the idea at first. You know, it's the mentality of like, Larky is that like, you know, achane hota, log kya kahenge, you know, like that typical mentality. It's like not izzadar for a girl to be on screen, like kya joker nacharya, all that stuff, you know, the typical Muwala mentality. So he was not okay with it at first. He was very against it. But I guess at the end of the day, he just realized that like I'm growing up and there's really not much like you can do at this point. Like, you know what I mean? You can either choose to accept the fact, like that is how it is, and you just gotta accept it, or just like live with like this constant tension. And I guess he didn't want that, so it's fine now. It's good now, so that's cool.
That's cool. I understand why he wouldn't, because the Paki mentality and like, nahi, no.
Yeah, I understand too. Yeah. But that shouldn't be a reason to stop someone from doing what they love. So
I agree. That is the story behind my motto, like the you do you wala. It's like, why do people care so much like about other people when people like in Pakistan they use this phrase a lot. I don't know if you've heard it. It's like log kya kahenge, and
all the time.
I'm like, log kuch nahi kahenge. You're not that important. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and agar unko kehna bhi hai, just let them say it. Like, why does it matter? Like, why do you care? Like, people are gonna hate you no matter what you do.
Exactly.
You could be the best person on this planet. Literally, you could be the nicest person on this planet. People are still gonna be like hating on you. They're gonna be like, why are you so nice?
There's this quote. It's like, if you don't have anybody who opposes you, you've never done anything of good magnitude or something. And I love that.
Yeah. You need to have haters. Like, it comes hand in hand with supporters. No haters is like having no supporters, basically.
Yeah, and you can't please everybody. If you try to like
you can't.
Somebody will be pissed off at kuch matlab end pe. They could be like, why is your hair blonde, and you know, like they could pick anything out.
Yeah, people say that.
They do?
Yeah. This one guy, he wrote a really long paragraph, and he's just like, why did you dye your hair? Please explain to me. I don't want to judge you, but I need to have a logical reason for why you would dye your hair. It's just like, what does that even mean? Like, what kind of logical reason? I like it.
So what's your natural hair then?
Dark brown. I'm brown hair my whole life, so I'm like, why not just like, I feel like I changed so much as a person that I was like, Mom, I want to do something really drastic, and I just want to like look completely different, so I went blonde. Identity crisis.
Girls do that. Like, all of my friends who are girls, they just dye their hair when they're having a crisis, or they just cut it really short, and I'm like,
yeah.
I have this one friend, every time I meet her, she has a different hair color.
A lot of crises.
Yep. When she isn't sure about what to do in life, she dyes her hair. It's amazing. She's gonna go
At
bald.
least
I'm
she's sure
telling.
about
I've
one
told her
thing.
this.
Oh my god.
It
Why
fucks her
are
hair
all
up,
the
man.
guys going bald? These days, all the boys are
Oh
going
yeah. I was
bald.
about to do it. I was about to do it.
Literally, every guy. First, I find it so gross.
Yeah, dekho, it's
I
like
don't know why every guy.
everybody wants to like shave their head all the time. Like, okay. And then in quarantine, nobody's going to see me for a while. Okay, so why not do it?
But why do you want to do it? I mean, okay, like
I
I
don't
get
know.
it, fine. Why did
You
I
don't have
want
to manage your hair and
to
all.
dye
No.
my hair blonde?
Guys are super lazy. Okay.
Yeah, but like,
That's why I've shaved my head every time. I'm like, मुझे बाल नहीं बनाने पड़ेंगे. You know, like I did it for 2 years straight. In the summer holidays, I did it 2 years straight. Hi, good times.
oh my god.
Okay. Let's go to next question. Oh, wait, never mind. I have one. Khudi. You were talking about the guy who wrote the paragraph. So you probably got the creepy DMs before you got the cloud, quote unquote. What are they like now?
There's a lot of creepy DMs. Okay, why are there so many creepy rishta uncles? That's my biggest question. I don't know. Like, dude, the guys that slide in, I don't know. They're probably like 30 years older than me. They look like they're so sexually deprived. Honestly, I just like why? Like, do they really think? Dude, the funniest one. This guy sends me an email, okay? And this email, it's so long. I'm a literature student. I write essays, and it was longer than any essay I've written. It was so long, and it was like a list of all these reasons why. Apparently, I'm the girl of his dreams, the best BB he could have. Kiwi, I don't know. And then he was like, at the end of it, he's just like, but there's one problem. And he's like, I'm not good looking enough and I don't have enough money, but I will work on myself for you. And I was like, but I never said anything. I never said yes. Like, why are you? What do you mean? Like someone was like, I live in Seattle. You want to move to Seattle, marry me? I don't know. Weird.
What do you want to
It's
move to
so
Seattle and marry me? Okay. Skip all the steps in the middle. Just move to Seattle with me. Fuck
Yeah,
everything
no
else.
hi, no hello, not like oh my god, like just straight to it. Let's get married. Like
Not
you friendship me.
you friendship. You want यार बस क्या
You
करें
friendship me.
अल्लाह okay
Yeah.
oh
But is that like a
Amna
normal thing? Like, do you get weird DMs like that as well?
I get them but it's not normal it's मतलब for girls it is
Okay, well,
girls get the weirdest DMs like if you go to Twitter all of my friends just post all the thirsty guys in their DMs saying the weirdest shit यार बहुत अजीब
yeah.
होते हैं Paki Indians do it a lot Pakistanis do it a lot it's just I feel like they're so sexually deprived कि उन्हें हल्का सा भी कुछ नजर आता है ना पागल हो जाते हैं
Yeah.
I was reading this article. You flagged out.
That's the dark side of the internet.
Are you
I
back yet?
just said that's the
Okay.
dark side of the internet.
Okay. I read this article where this Indian guy died of a heart attack because he used to text girls like send Bob pics and one actually did and he couldn't believe it and he had an attack. It's so funny. I hope it was real.
Oh
I don't know
my
if it was,
god.
but oh, Amina has a very deep question for you. Have you ever been in love? You lagged out again. Okay. Are we back yet? Are we back yet?
Yeah, I think I'm back. Am I back?
Okay. Yeah, you're back.
Um,
Uh,
I think so. Yeah. Wait, like yeah. Once.
once. Is it right now?
But I don't know. No.
Okay. I think people use the word love so khula Like they
Yeah, no,
every
yeah,
year.
that's why like it took me a while. Like the thing is, I feel like what I noticed here is I like, for example, my friends who date guys here, literally they on the first date they're just like, I love you. But like I feel like to me that was really weird because like I feel like I love you. It's something that takes months. I feel,
Yeah,
I don't know, like
same,
with me it took like a long time. It doesn't just like I love you like as soon as you. I don't
same.
know. So people do throw the word a lot. I
I
feel
agree. I
that's why.
agree. I think people confuse infatuation with love, and like that's why most
Yeah,
relationships
yeah.
dead
I
ass
feel
end
like
in
it's
three
so
months.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%.
How? Okay, so Amna has asked more deep questions.
Oh my God, Amna, what? She's out to get me.
How was your O levels journey? How did you manage to ace your CIEs, and how was the transition from the New Zealand education to the WALI education?
I never did O levels. I There was a different system in New Zealand, so I
Yeah.
never did O levels. Yeah, that's basically it. The system in New Zealand. I mentioned in my video, the schooling in Pakistan video, that it was like I loved school. Like, I really, really, really loved school. I used to enjoy school a lot. I loved my subjects. I loved how, like, every single day. So for me, that was like the transition, that it just wasn't like that anymore. It just got really boring and mundane, and it was the same thing every single day. Especially like the
Or
last year of school, I hated it,
uh
honestly.
don't you feel like maybe you're just glorifying the Purana days in a way because they're memories now?
Nah, nah, honestly, no. I wish I was, but no, I genuinely, genuinely think it was like way, way better for sure. Like,
Yale
I compare
questions.
how I felt, and
Huh.
yeah. Was that a
I,
question or was that your question?
yeah, I'm not gonna answer that. This next one's like, oh, don't answer it because it's dumb. Things that are we've talked about things that are present here that aren't in Germany or wherever the fuck you moved here from, bro.
Go back to Germany?
Allah.
I don't know. I haven't been to Germany, so
So a lot of people have asked about your goal, your next goal, and we've talked about that. That's like direction and all of that.
yeah.
That's your big goal. Subjects in A levels. Um, will you visit Lahore again?
I would not mind. I would love to actually. But I don't know. Not right now, obviously. We'll see. It's hard to tell. I would love to, but I don't know.
Yo, I don't get this question, but you might. I don't know. When did Alina become Alina Hayat? I'm not confused.
Maybe when I was born.
Exactly what I was thinking. क्या question है ये? It's like so weird. Maybe they mean like on a deep level, like when did you become you, the you are right now, and what caused that? I doubt it, but let's go with that.
I think you're reading into it a bit too much.
I know, but let's talk about that. Hmm?
So are you asking me when did I become me?
Yeah, what? When do you think you changed into the current you?
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like in this age, we're constantly evolving. Like we're constantly changing. I feel like no one can really look back at themselves from 2 years ago and be like, oh, I'm the same person. Like in this time frame, like 16, 17, 18, like I feel like we're all really different and we're all changing. And every year you just gain like new experiences. Like for me, I would say like last year, 2019, I shit you not, I literally felt like I was a different person every week. Like every week, I felt like there was something new going on. And like, I feel like last year was the year that I really kind of like got my shit together because 2018, I just moved. I was depressed that whole year. In 2019, I was still like on that, like, half half. I just didn't know like
Yeah.
what I wanted to do. But then when I kind of embraced it and I was like, you know what, this is it. Like, I gotta I guess that's when I figured shit out, like end of 2019.
Get you. Cool. Moving back to the question, I didn't let you answer earlier. How long does it take to edit a video?
It depends on the video. I don't know. It just depends. Like if there's a lot of footage, then it takes me really long. But if it's just one of those like quick videos, then it's easy.
What qualities do you value the most in a person?
I think someone who's genuine, like honest and genuine, and like loyal. I feel like those are the most important things. Like,
I agree.
you know,
And funny.
the one thing is if someone's not, well, yeah, of course, I mean that's a given. Like you need to have banter, right?
Yeah.
But if you're not an honest person, then there's literally nothing. Like if there's no trust, there's nothing. You can't really.
Yeah, same to same. And they should lie. I zoned out. I'm back. Yes. This guy's like, okay, wait, I have to look at her videos first. Who is she? Yeah. We got you views.
Yay.
Your favorite cereal? I don't know why.
Like cereal, like
The
eating cereal?
Khane wala, yeah, eating.
Oh, it's okay. I really like honey puffs. Like, I don't know if that's a thing here, but I like honey puffs.
I had them when I was little. I don't know if they're still here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so like, have you applied to uni anywhere in Pakistan? वैसे?
No. I feel like that. There's definitely no chance that I stay here for uni. Like, no.
Abdullah has asked a very deep question.
First Amna, now Abdullah.
Abdullah's is much deeper. Abdullah wants to know
God, no.
why you don't just shave your hair off.
Because I don't know, why would I do that? You know, I genuinely have like a I don't know, shaving my hair is actually one of my fears. It's kind of weird. When I was young, I had these nightmares. I had these nightmares where I used to, when I would get like locked up in the closet, I had to watch my mom get her head shaved off and go bald, and that used to scare the shit out of me.
Oh my God.
I don't know why. So I had to watch weird. But the thought of like shaving hair, just like really, I don't like it. Like, oh my God, I was watching this episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog. I don't know if anyone's like watched it.
The person with the
yeah, and there was an episode. No, the dog with the pink dog who's scared of everything and like.
Yeah, I know. But there's this person with like a shaved head in it, and he's very scary.
No. There was this episode where this like person came and they kept trying to shave Courage. They kept trying to shave the dog, and that like I don't know why, but it gave me chills. I was like, what the, like it scared me. I just like the thought of going bald is something that I feel like not like bald people. Bald people don't scare me, but like seeing people go bald, it doesn't. I don't know. It makes me feel weird. This is so weird.
I understand. Yeah, I feel like dreams
no,
have
you don't.
Such... I do, okay. People have irrational fears, and your dream played a big part in yours, okay. I honestly feel like dreams change your perception so hard, like of people and stuff.
They do.
So I used to have this friend, and like we were just friends and all, and I literally told her like the day before, I was like, yo, we're just friends and shit, and like don't read too much into it. And then I had a dream about her the same day, and I was like, fuck. That changed my entire perception.
Yeah.
That was
So you weren't just friends with
them? It was very awkward because I had literally tried my best to not lead her on at all, because I like to like mazak mein flirt and shit, like वैसे being smooth and all. So we both used to do that.
Job, not leading people on.
No, I literally told her like we're friends and shit, so I wasn't leading her on. But then I had the fucking dream, okay, and it's messed up. Okay, more questions. What music do you listen to, वैसे?
I mean, like, I don't know, like whatever, I guess. I don't have like a genre, I guess just whatever's like, I can tell you like my favorite artists, maybe. Like, that's probably the
Yeah,
question.
go
Yeah.
for it.
Like, I like Black Bear, Troye Sivan, The Weeknd. I mean, who doesn't like The Weeknd?
Yeah.
Khalid, um, Alina Baraz. She's great. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like my
I
taste
don't know
changes a
Alina
lot as
Baraz,
well.
but I know the rest, and
She's low key, but I love her.
all of them have very chill vibes, and like all of the artists.
Yeah, like I think that's what I'm into. Like kind of like chill, kind of yeah.
Mera to, I think my music taste was fucked the day I decided to download Billboard Top 100 off of torrent, and I just listened to that.
It's like mainstream though. Like it's mainstream as.
Yeah, it's not as mainstream, my music taste. I just have very chote artists who I like to follow, and
Yeah, I like people who are more low key. I love that when they like feel like they're yours. You know what I mean?
It's like my little secret type of thing, and I love it.
That was like Troye Sivan. I used to listen to Troye Sivan when he was a YouTuber. So I like literally from day one. And then he became so big.
When he became big, I was like, no, this is my person.
I got so sad. Yeah, when people are like, my favorite song is Youth. And I'm just like, that's because that's the only trending song. Do you even know who he is? Like,
मेरे साथ ये शॉन मेंडेस की दफा भी हुआ था, लुइस कैपाल्डी की दफा भी हुआ है, and it happened with Troy as well. It's so annoying when that happens, but it's okay. I'm happy for them.
Happy for them, yeah.
The next, again, I've read like 6 questions going, how is she so tall? How can I get more tall? Why is she so giant?
I mean, I don't think I'm that giant, but okay.
Why do you keep popping up in my YouTube suggestions? I have never interacted with the likes of content.
I don't know. Blame the haters for it. Blame the haters who watch all my videos and comment.
Do you have like a bucket list?
I do. Yeah. Yeah, I do.
That?
It's a really long one. A lot of stuff. Like, I wrote it many years ago. So I'm pretty sure many things would have changed. But it's like shit like, I don't know, skydive, buy my first car, get my license. Like, it's like a whole list. Like, everything I want to do, like, until I die. It's really long. And,
DM it to me after, I'll go through
it. Sure.
What? Okay. I don't know, man. Some weird questions. What's sister tag?
Oh, do they just want to see more videos with my sister?
Oh yeah. Okay, that's what they want.
A lot of people are hitting on my sister, and I don't think people realize that she's underage.
Yeah,
it's weird.
It is
weird.
Yep.
Like, oh guys, there's this guy, his name is Prince Sarfaraz, and he's like, I don't know how old he is, but he's obsessed with her.
Oh my god, you said that, and there's like there's like a question going, can I date your sister?
My sister, she's got like a massive ego. So no one has a chance. I'll just put that out there.
Oh, say something in Russian.
Okay, what do I say? Give me a sentence.
I don't know, just say anything. I won't know what you're saying.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna think of a random thing. Я хочу кушать яблоко. Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know what you said. Cool. I agree.
It's really random.
I don't think anybody will know what you said.
If anyone does know, they're gonna be like, "Why did you? Why did you say that?"
Okay, let's have. I don't know Russian. Let's have a conversation in Urdu.
Okay.
This is so random. I'm sorry. अच्छा, आपका क्या हाल है?
Allah ka shukr, ठीक ठाक.
आप क्वारंटीन में क्या कर रही हैं आजकल?
आजकल तो बस मैं YouTube में लगी हुई हूँ. उसके अलावा मैं बहुत ज़्यादा सोती हूँ. मैं सोती रहती हूँ और बस ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं करती हूँ.
Love that. आपने सफेद वाला तरबूज खाया है? You lagged out. Ah, shit, you lagged out so hard. I hate this online podcast thing, man. So disgusting. Huh? You're not back yet.
Am I not? Hi.
No, it's very like robotic. Okay, I think you're back. I think you
Shit.
are now. Okay, you're back. Cool.
Am I back?
It's getting very laggy. Okay.
Probably the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, maybe this is a sign that we should end it. I usually have a timer on Skype as to how long the call is, so I just don't know how long this has been on. I think I've kept you so long.
Is there no timer?
Not on this. There's a timer on Skype, so I usually like after an hour I'm like, shit, I shouldn't hold people for longer than that. So I think we should.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely. I mean, I don't think it's been an hour because I think it ends automatically, doesn't it? At 40 minutes.
But then I just looked at the time and it's 7:30, so I'm a bit confused.
Oh shit, is it?
Yeah.
When did we even start? I don't know.
6. We started at 6, I think. Shit. It's been a good conversation, I guess. I didn't notice time go by. Damn.
Yeah, that was nice.
Damn. Acha, this is the final question I'm going to ask you. This is what somebody sent in. What are the odds of me dating Alina? Not me, him. Abdul Basit.
Oh, okay.
What are his odds of dating you? Wait, nah, like, I'll tell you about him,
no
okay?
odds.
Do you have your phone on you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I'll send you a screenshot of his profile. And then we can...
Oh, okay. I mean, okay, it's not about the profile. But okay, let's see this. That's so sad. This is like judging a person like firsthand.
But he asked the chances, okay?
I mean, yeah. Okay.
Okay, it's there. Wait, nah, there's so much to a person. Okay, let's go to the... first he has 8 posts. He has 8 posts. That's like...
You can't put them there. Okay, no. There are no chances because I don't date.
But the bio... High and drunk
What's
with
the
an
bio?
HD vision. High and drunk with an HD vision. Who wouldn't want that?
I wouldn't.
You don't
I
date.
think I should save him for the other ladies. No, I don't.
Why not?
Not anymore. I'm very like goal oriented. It's got nothing to do with heartbreak. I'm not one of those, oh my god, I got my heart broken. No, nothing like that. I swear. Never got my heart broken. It's not like that.
But you were in love.
I'm very goal oriented. Yeah, but it doesn't mean there was heartbreak. Love it ends, but
okay.
No, I'm very goal oriented and ambitious, and I just feel like at this point in my life I don't see I just can't see myself dating, if that makes sense. Like I just need to focus on myself.
I relate. I agree with that completely.
It's a waste of time.
I do.
Because your mind is constantly occupied. Honestly, I feel like it's so liberating being single. You don't have to worry about, oh my god, he stole my story and he's not texting me back, or like, is he gonna get mad at me if I I just not.
I understand. When I played and all, and for the longest time, I felt like dating would just like put me off my goal, because I just have goals. Like I set goals 10 years into the future. Yeah. That's how I am, and then I make my life around those goals. So I didn't date for that. Because at our age, it's not worth it, man.
Exactly. It almost never lasts. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so few high school sweethearts that make it to marriage, and I
Yeah.
mean, I going through all that for no reason. It's just, I feel like it's a burden, and I feel like relationships shouldn't be a burden. I feel like relationships should be like being there for each other. And I guess some people feel that. Maybe some people feel comfort in that, but I feel kind of burdened by it.
I also feel like people in society, because of media and everything, like movies and all of that, they feel like it's so important to have someone to
Yeah,
complete
yeah.
you, and I think that's so wrong.
No, you don't
You
need.
are
Okay, there's
complete.
this saying. Do you know the saying by Will Smith? He said something like, we're not made as a half. We're made as a full person. We don't need to find a second half. We just need to find another person to like. You don't need someone to complete you. You need to complete yourself, which is
Exactly.
why
That's
I
what I
think
said.
you need to
ये मैंने कल भी
grow
कहा podcast
before
में,
you
so
can
you
date.
know I've not lied once in this podcast. Okay, I've said same a lot, but that's because it's true. This is, but like I agree so hard. Okay, we feel like we need someone to
Yeah,
complete us and like to make us whole, but like
you absolutely don't.
you are
Yeah.
complete. You don't need anybody. And I
If you
feel it's wrong.
cannot complete yourself on your own, then you will never feel like you're complete with somebody else. Like you need to feel
Yeah.
content by yourself before you can seek contentment somewhere else.
Exactly.
Shit.
Exactly. I love that, bro. Bro, I love how this conversation went from if you could date or to that's the
Like, yeah.
entire podcast has
Yeah.
been so random. I love it. I,
Yeah.
do you have any questions for me before we close out?
I mean, I feel like this is I mean I call I feel like it's fine. I think we're good.
Okay, then some
But
last
yeah.
words for the audience.
Last words. Okay. Make sure you're following Saltafa. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and follow me too. And